Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders.
Thank you all very much. My wife, Jane. Let me thank all of the people in this room for the important work you are doing every single day. Together here in Iowa and all across this country, we will defeat the most dangerous president in the history of this country. Together, we will end the racism and the sexism and the Islamophobia and the homophobia and all the other phobias that this president exhibits. And we will end white nationalism in this country as well. Together, we will protect American democracy and the rule of law, and together we will create an economy and a government that works for all and not just the 1%. But let me be as clear as I can be. We will not defeat Trump unless we have an agenda that speaks to the pain and reality of the working families of this country, millions of whom are working longer hours for lower wages. We will not defeat Trump unless we have the courage to take on the powerful corporate interests who dominate our economic and political life. The American people are begging Congress for common sense gun safety legislation. And that is why we have to have the courage to take on the NRA. The American people understand that climate change is real and that is causing devastating problems in our country and all over the world. And that is why we have to have the courage to take on the greed and recklessness of the fossil fuel industry. The American people understand that in the year 2019, we must make public colleges and universities tuition-free and cancel all student debt in this country. But in order to do that, we are going to have to end an absurd tax system that allows Wall Street and major corporations to get huge tax breaks. And the American people understand, increasingly, more and more every day, that health care is a human right, not a privilege. And every poll that I have seen tells me that the American people agree with many of us in this room that we must pass Medicare for all. But to do that, we are going to have to take on the pharmaceutical industry, which charges us the highest prices in the world for the medicine that we need. To do that, we are going to have to take on the whole healthcare industry, which made $100 billion in profit last year. And the only way I know how we take on Wall Street and the drug companies and the insurance companies and the fossil fuel industry and the NRA is when we have an unprecedented grassroots movement of millions of Americans standing up, fighting back, and demanding an economy and a government that works for all of us and not just wealthy campaign contributors. Brothers and sisters, in this unprecedented moment in American history, we need an unprecedented grassroots movement. Join our effort and let us reclaim American democracy and a government that works for all people. Thank you all very much.